The WPQC team would like to thank and recognize the pharmacists, pharmacy technicians, pharmacy students, and pharmacy leaders in the state for your adoption, commitment, and engagement in the WPQC program. You are truly outstanding, and you are contributing to pharmacy history in the state of Wisconsin. Healthcare leaders have their eyes on us as we implement the program and deliver WPQC MTM services to the patients of Wisconsin. We'd like to recognize an important fact up front. With your involvement, we've exceeded the 3-year grant projections for participation in less than 1 year. We also want to thank the trailblazers who helped us to shape the program that obtained the CMS Innovations Grant, namely the health plans that brought to us greater than 1.5 million lives, Unity Health Insurance, Group Health Cooperative of South Central Wisconsin, United Healthcare Wisconsin, Wisconsin Medicaid, and the United Way of Dane County. The pioneering pharmacy practice sites, along with the numerous pharmacies without even having service opportunities in their locations. And of course, the WPQC Steering Committee, who hasn't given up throughout the many years of uncertainty and moving parts. We would also like to recognize our new independent practicing partners, health systems, and chain pharmacy practice sites. Special thanks as well to both UW School of Pharmacy and Concordia University School of Pharmacy for meaningfully incorporating aspects of the program into their programs.
PSW felt it was important to convene a group of experts to provide support and direction to the WPQC program, and thus the WPQC Clinical Advisory Group was formed. Here in the office, we refer to this group as the KEG. The KEG serves WPQC as a talented group of individuals who utilize their clinical expertise to define clinically relevant and feasible measures that they believe will be positively impacted by the WPQC services provided by community pharmacists in Wisconsin. Members of the KEG are expert faculty and/or clinicians and represent the conditions and areas that the WPQC Healthcare Innovations Award focuses on. They hail from different healthcare backgrounds, physicians, pharmacists, and nurses from geographically diverse areas of Wisconsin. They are poised to ensure the WPQC clinical content is current, evidence-based, and outcomes-oriented.
I am Orly Vardani, and I'm an associate professor of pharmacy at the University of Wisconsin School of Pharmacy. And I'm part of the clinical advisory group that focuses on heart failure. So heart failure is a very complicated condition. There are about 6 million individuals in the United States that have heart failure. And this condition leads to high rates of mortality as well as morbidity. So keeping patients out of the hospital is crucial. Part of how we do this is maximizing or optimizing outpatient therapy or management of heart failure. One of the most exciting things is to see pharmacists in the state of Wisconsin become more engaged and enthusiastic about interventions in patients with heart failure. So I would encourage you to find these patients in your practice that have heart failure, and as a first step to get them in for medication reviews.
I took my medicine so they can see what I was taking. Some of my medication was outdated and they didn't think that was right.
The pharmacist is there to hear all of the story and then can make a recommendation whether the dosages are correct, whether the combinations are correct.
They wrote a letter to my doctor and told them what was happening. Now my doctor puts more attention. He checked me from head to toe. And he gives me a sheet of paper with all my medications in there.
These days, Olivia's feeling better. And the best part is she's now healthy enough to stay exactly where she wants to be, in her own home.
This truly is a retooling of the community pharmacy practice and all that goes with it. When I think of programmatic changes, I think about changes in our environment, people internal and external to our processes, the culture in which we practice, the tools we use, and of course, all of our processes and workflows. In terms of environmental changes, we've learned of practice sites building private patient rooms within their pharmacy footprints, or borrowing space from clinic practices to meet with patients to conduct a Level 2 service.
On the Level 2 side, it certainly gives us the opportunity to spend more time with those patients that are eligible for those services. Counsel patients as they come in every time they're in, but to sit down and actually do a complete CMRA It certainly gives us the opportunity to delve into things a little bit deeper. It's really been a nice way for us to make sure that these high-risk patients are being taken care of.
Regarding people, the WPQC team is fully staffed, oriented, and trained to meet the needs of the program and you, the practitioners. Our goal is to make you successful as you care for patients. The uptake by pharmacy technicians as active members of the WPQC team is simply amazing. We know that patients' needs are not predictable and can surface at any time. Therefore, complete staff buy-in and availability will best serve Wisconsin patients, and there are now many pharmacy practice sites that are positioned to serve their patients under this model.
I think that it would be great to get expansion in knowledge and things of being aware of as WPQC grows, and then I can grow with the up-to-date things as well to provide better service. The pharmacy technician can be an extra eye available to watching opportunities and then bringing in any feedback or recommendations to discuss with the pharmacist.
For the level 2 services, what we've tried to do is compile a list of eligible patients across all of our pharmacies and work at those with a targeted smaller group of people who are more interested in performing those level 2 services.
In terms of cultural change, pharmacists transitioning from medication dispensers to medication therapy managers is the most obvious culture change. But pharmacies are also embracing the quality practices defined by the WPQC program, implementing continuous quality improvement processes, and then improving the quality of the services they provide to patients.
As we move forward into the future, there will be certainly a lot more of the complex care management, further movement away from the emphasis on just the prescription product, and really movement towards pharmacists being accountable for patient outcomes and adherence to medications.
I'd like to see the WPQC services improve patient outcomes to the point where all patients recognize the benefit of these services and seek them out at all opportunities to improve their own health care. PSW has been extremely helpful in quickly answering any questions Shopco has had, and has also been very accommodating when implementation issues arose.
Maybe the most tangible elements of the WPQC program are the tools that you use on a daily basis, be it the Aprexis Health Solutions MTM platform, the WPQC clinical toolkits which bring evidence-based practices to the fingertips of the pharmacist, the webinars, e-newsletter, and PSW journal articles. We also provide patient and prescriber marketing materials that aim to educate on the value of pharmacists in the state of Wisconsin, the program itself, and how to refer into the WPQC program.
The PSW staff are excited to announce the hiring of all of the Regional Implementation Specialists, or RIS as we like to call them, across the state of Wisconsin. We have 4 RIS to serve all of the WPQC pharmacies. If you are interested in having a RIS come out and conduct a site visit at your pharmacy site, please contact the PSW Central Office and we'd be happy to inform you of who your RIS is. Our role is really to help facilitate the success of WPQC at your pharmacy, to share best practices and be an invaluable WPQC resource for you. So contact us and we'd be happy to come visit you.
Things that we struggle with as an organization, with a busy environment, and saying here's just another pharmacy task that we have to take care of all in a very busy day. So part of it is just giving people peace of mind that this is very doable. It doesn't have to create extra time in your day per se. It's just a matter of being able to take advantage of things that you do every day. Kind of makes things seem like they go a little bit faster. You know, change is always a difficult thing, but when you have somebody to kind of jumpstart that process, I think you move a lot faster than you would just doing it on your own.
I attended my first PSW event last spring at the WPQC Amazing Race. This program is designed to provide hands-on teaching experience for the WPQC targeted disease states. I love this program. It provided me with the experience and tools I need to provide clinical care to my patients. The WPQC toolkits provided by PSW are handy reference guides that can be used when performing level 1 interventions, level 2 interventions, filling prescriptions, or checking profile.
And lastly, process and workflow changes. Pharmacies have reorganized workflow to best incorporate identification of eligible patients, implementation of quality practices, and provision of private MTM services. We feel that we, You, all of us, are positioned well to continue building the case and telling the story of WPQC MTM in Wisconsin and the value that pharmacists bring to the healthcare team. The real work has just begun.
It was exciting to finally see growth outside of the Madison area when state Medicaid came on board. It opened up the door for us to actually be involved, not just from a strategic planning perspective, but to actually be able to see patients. Hopefully this program will show that there's a nice return on investment, which will help justify even more payers and further expansion across the state. It's exciting to be involved with a program like this for the profession. I think there's huge implications going forward that we can say we were part of the beginning.
I feel that pharmacists play the role of a care coordinator in a lot of situations within healthcare, and I think that that's a lot of where our profession is moving. We have the capacity to serve as that intermediary between a lot of providers. In the community setting, we have a good sense of what their complete medication profile looks like, and so I think that that's a really important role that we can take advantage of, and we can serve in a specific capacity for patients in the community setting.
We have laid the foundation for programmatic change. Now we need to connect the patients with the program. We need them to ask for WPQC services, and we need to provide medication reconciliation during and following care transitions. Next, we need to align prescribers and their workflows with the program to facilitate direct patient referral into the program. We need to connect the data with the evaluation process. Our new mantra is that every day is follow-up day. We are relying on you to capture data during follow-up visits to ensure that we are able to evaluate the true outcomes and prove our value. We also need to prove our financial and clinical value, as well as sustain the program, keeping in mind the value that each service provides to the patient and the health plan. Yes, we are focused on quality, but we are also focused on sustainability of the program, which can only occur when health plans are maintaining their own investment. And lastly, we need to continue to support everyone to be successful.
To accomplish these 6 goals, the WPQC team will be working hard to first make connections with local and statewide groups to facilitate prescriber referrals where possible. We also need you to be an advocate for the program by marketing to your communities and prescribers. Secondly, we will partner with Wisconsin hospitals to target decreases in hospital readmissions. Next, we'll continue to support pharmacies in the field through regional implementation specialist outreach. Lastly, continue to provide both clinical and process-based educational opportunities through a variety of means. In closing, we would again like to extend our gratitude to all of the work that has been done around the state to make this program a reality. We have lots of work ahead, but we are confident that with the quality of partners around Wisconsin, that we will succeed.